Okay, I'm going to demonstrate how you're going to make your wire armature for your colacus. You'll take your length of wire with your taped ends on it, and you're going to fold it in half to find the center. Then you're going to take that center, we're going to start there. And you've got your little diagram of your skeleton. If you want to tape it down so it doesn't move on you, that's fine. You're going to loop the two wires around to form the area for the head, okay? And you want to size it up to the skull that you've got there in front of you on your diagram, all right? When you get that size, you're just going to twist the wire, and if you want to twist it twice to make sure it's set, that would probably be best. So that gives you the head area. So now what you have, those two twists actually become the neck area. So you've got the skull area made now and the neck. The next thing, you're going to follow your diagram. So the wire is going to run out to the shoulder and bend down, okay? And then on that side, you're going to go down, follow the arm bone, and go down to the wrist. We are not doing hands or feet with our armature. So you'll end up with the straight arm down and looped back up. When you get back up to the shoulder joint, you're going to wrap this wire around, and that creates the shoulder joint, and that will hold that in place. Now it's secure and it's going to stay there. Then you're going to go over to the other shoulder, and you'll turn the corner, bend your wire, go down to the wrist, and again, we're not going to do the hands. Back up to the shoulder, and then again, you're going to go around with your wire, to complete what would be like a shoulder joint, and wrapping that around again holds it into place so it's not sliding back and forth on you, okay? So now you've got the head, the neck, and your two arms made. For the rib cage area, we're actually going to do sort of an elongated V. So you'll come down with your two wires, and they'll actually kind of have a natural want to indent to the middle. And you will then get them at their appropriate length, size it up down to the pelvic area, and then twist that a couple times so that your wires are set around each other. Okay, and again, it may take 2 times at least, so you get a good tight twist. And then if you've kind of collapsed that V area, you can open it back out, size it up again. Okay, good. And then we've got our twist in the middle, and we're ready to start the hip area. And the hip area is going to have a horizontal up where the hip socket is. So you'll go out horizontally, almost like you did the shoulders. Okay, so you'll go out at the hips and straight down. Again, we're not doing the feet. So then you'll turn and go right back up the leg. When you get to back up to the hip socket, bend that arm out of the way. You're going to do just like you did at the shoulder. You're going to take that wire and wrap it around at the top of the leg. Kind of crimp it closed. All right, and then we'll stop for that leg. We'll stop right there and just kind of pull your wire out of your way. Then you're going to do the other hip, and I'm going to get this arm out of the way. So again, I want to kind of size it up, go straight across and then down for the leg, and I'm just going to size this leg with my first leg. Then when I get back up to the hip, you're going to wrap it around the hip area so that it's secure. Now, if that takes 2 times, that's good. If it takes, a 3rd time, that's fine. Now, we've got wire left over. With this wire, we're going to reinforce things. So if you come straight back across to this area before the rib cage, we're just going to wrap that a few times. Okay, and then we'll just kind of let that go. The other one, we're going to do the same. We're going to bring it across to that center and wrap it a few times. That'll just reinforce the strength there. And then with what's left, I'm going to run this straight up through the rib cage and wrap it around. Okay, and then it can just kind of wrap to the back. You can take your tape off. So go ahead and pull your tape off and kind of put that in position. This one we'll do the same. We'll run it straight up. That'll give a little bit more of an armature to the chest area. And then again, we'll pull the tape off. And on this one, I've got a little extra that's gonna kind of not maybe bend around the way I want it. If you end up with an odd length, we can cut these. I've got wire cutters and we can come snip your little ends and then tuck your ends in somewhere. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap that around and back over to that side. So that's your figure. Simple and just kind of out straight for your armature, okay? If your figure is gonna be sitting down, then you'll take it and put it in that position. So it's almost just like a bendable doll at this point, and you can gesture them however they're supposed to be. If they're singing, dancing, I know you've got some that will be sitting, playing the piano. Again, you'll go ahead then and put them in their activity position. Okay, so that's what you're going to do for your wire armature.